Today at approximately 9:51 a.m., we received a couple of calls at 3823 Red Bluff in our city regarding an aggravated kidnapping. The caller stated that a male had forced a female into an SUV and that they had fled the scene. Our officers arrived on scene shortly thereafter and began combing the area looking for this vehicle and also trying to talk to the witnesses in the apartment complex to try to figure out who the individuals were so that we could proceed with the investigation. The witnesses were able to identify them as known people from the apartments, and our officers, through the investigative process, were able to locate the vehicle here at the 5200 block of Cedar Crest, where unfortunately she was found to be deceased with a gunshot wound to an unknown area of her body.
We know that, according to Pasadena PD, that this couple has a child together. Is there a history of domestic violence within this family?
Some of the family members at the apartment said that there was a child from the relationship. There have been a couple of other reports of disturbances, domestic violence instances within the last few weeks. So this was rapidly evolving. Those were still under investigation. Unfortunately, charges hadn't been accepted yet on any of those cases, and unfortunately, we're here today, and this is a very sad situation for all of those involved, especially for the young lady who lost her life.
Do you know any of the details relating to those previous domestic violence calls?
I don't have the details on those calls, but I know that they were fairly recent.
Can you tell us about the suspect? Is he outstanding?
So right now we know for a fact that he's a suspect in the kidnapping, so we're trying to file that charge as quick as possible, and he's going to be a person of interest in the capital murder case, of course. Once that charge has been accepted of the kidnapping, we're going to obviously try to distribute his image and his identity so that we can try to locate him as quick as possible.
Are you asking the public to be on the lookout for any sort of description or any sort of clothing right now in the time being?
I don't have that information of what they would be looking for, but as soon as our detectives have completed the arrest warrant for the kidnapping, we will release that information, and we'll follow up with a press release for everyone.
Is the child safe?
The child is with family, yes.
Can you tell us anything more about how that one scene is related to this scene, how the detectives were able to find out that this would be the second location?
I don't know. I don't know how they were able to locate the vehicle. I know that they used once we knew for a fact that it was an aggravated kidnapping, I know that they used everything in their power to try to locate the vehicle and the people involved. And that's what led them to this location. So 3823 Red Bluff was the original incident location, and arrived here shortly thereafter.
Could Pasadena PD have put out some sort of alert after the kidnapping took place?
I think this was fairly quick. So by the time that we would have been able to get any information out, she had already been located.
Have they been living together, or could you tell us?
They were not living together according to the information that we received.
Do you know if she was trying to get away from this person? Do you know if their relationship had gone bad?
I know that they weren't currently living together. So this is a prior relationship. They were not living together at this time.
Did he flee on foot?
From here?
Yeah.
I don't have that information.
And what is this place?
I just got here. Unfortunately, I don't know. I mean, I've seen it from the freeway. I know that they store all the barriers for the freeways here. And how he would know about this location, I really do not know at this time.
So it was her apartment and her car?
I don't think it was her apartment either. She was there, and I think it had something to do with the child. So I don't know if she was there to visit him or whoever, and that's where the confrontation occurred and the kidnapping took place.
How old is the child?
There was witnesses or other reportees from the apartment complex who called 911.
Could you recap again what those witnesses saw?
They saw a male point a gun at the female and force her into the vehicle, and somehow they knew who those people were. So that's why our investigators were able to start the process of locating the vehicle and the victim in this case.
And just zooming out a little bit, We just started October. This is Domestic Violence Prevention Month, and
Yes.
we already have a deadly incident that is likely DV. What is your department doing? How are you
So-
guys working against these type of incidents?
Sure. So we work closely with the bridge in Pasadena and other shelters for women. As a matter of fact, we just tied ribbons around our trees today for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We will have a press conference coming up. We try to work as closely as possible with the shelters and with all of our community to try to reduce this. Unfortunately, this is a crime that we proactively can't go out there on the street and try to reduce because it happens between people that are known to each other. So awareness is probably our best bet to try to get the word across. We want to just reiterate that if any individual knows of a family member or if they are a victim of domestic violence, they say something. Call us. We have avenues. The Houston Police Department, Pasadena Police Department, any police department around the area, call them immediately. And there's plenty of help out there for people. And again, this is a sad situation for the entire family and for our community. Losing a domestic violence victim is something that is very difficult for all of us to try to cope with.
Any approximate ages for the suspect, victim, or the child involved in this?
I don't have their ages, no, sir.
What would you want to tell the suspect if he sees this on the news tonight?
Turn himself in. Absolutely. Don't make it any harder on anyone. Turn himself in peacefully. We know that this obviously is an incident involving a gun, so we don't want to put any other first responders at risk either. I know that we're going to try everything to locate him, and the best bet for him and for his family to bring closer is for him to turn himself in and just give us his side of the story.
Okay, and you guys again know who this is. You know who you're looking for. You're just not releasing
It's
his
a
identity.
person of interest at this time regarding that. So once we file the charge for the kidnapping that we were originally investigating, we will release that to all of you.
Do you anticipate that happening within the next few hours?
Our detectives will not go home until we continue to work on this, and we will update everyone as soon as we have information. We want to put this out as quickly as possible.
So he's a suspect in the kidnapping, a person of interest in the murder?
Yes.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Thank you.
Y'all are welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.